Welcome to another tutorial with Kat. Today I'm going to show you how easy you can enhance your photo with only 3 layer copies. Let's get started. Here I have a composition I just made. I'm going to explain you now how easy you can really pimp up your photo or composition or whatever you want to pimp up. So first of all, I have here, this is my signature here on the bottom. We leave that out of our composition, so we mark them all layers with Shift, copy here, click here, press Shift, click here, so we have all marked, right click, convert to a smart object. We make that invisible, my signature is not important for the moment. So now I'm going to explain you how this works. For that reason, I give you this. This explains how blending modes work. You have here the blending modes. You see? And this is how it works. So in the more normal section, this is like normal. Normal is normal, and this is like so grainy. I don't know the word in English, however. Then we have the darken, the lighten. You see? There's a line between these like sections. And we have the normal, the darken, the lighten, the contrast, inversion, and the cancellation component. Those are very specific, but we work with those 3 and they're the most common. So let's get rid of this. That's how actually this all works now. So first of all, we want to make 3 copies of that composition. Control J, Control J, Control J. 3 copies, nothing changed. The top layer we blend in soft light. The second or the middle layer we multiply, and the lower layer we make it screen. This is screen. The order in which these layers or blending modes are used doesn't matter. But however, we make now, because we don't want it like this, of course not, we cover it with a black mask. So for that, we press Alt or Option and click on the mask icon, so we get a black mask. If you don't press Alt, you get a white mask, but this is just to save time. The soft light we use for contrast. So everything we don't want to hide, we make it white. So we change here, we toggle here to white. You can also toggle with X on your keyboard. So we make it white. Then we take a soft brush, make that a bit bigger, because I tell you now, because what we are going to make visible with contrast. The opacity, it's about 20. I always work with 20, or everything else is really too much. Then we have a soft brush. The size depends on what you're working on, but it's really soft, 0% hardness. So now everything you want to make important in your picture on the soft light layer, you make it white. So what I'm going to work on now, I want to make this the subject. This is the Smurf. I want to make him pop important in the picture. So the eyes are very important, so we make them a bit brighter. Then on the whole Smurf, we work a bit and make him pop. So you see it here, it works already. Then all those I consider these leaves with a lot of texture, I consider them quite important. So I make them all a bit bigger. I consider them as important. That's why I enhance the contrast. You don't have to work very precise. It's just you will see, you cannot really say this is gonna look okay now, because the whole composition at the final end is quite more important as what you're going to do now. So don't be too shy to go fast here. So on the second layer, I show you what this is about. When you activate it, everything is dark. So this layer is to darken everything you want to make unimportant. So this is actually, I use it a lot for enhancing darker regions or unimportant things. So usually I make the frame a bit darker, and also when I zoom in, make it smaller, I darken regions there are very dark already, just to give it a bit more of contrast. You can figure out how much you want, because finally you can also decrease. For example, here I don't want that bright, because finally you can just decrease the opacity. You see now, if you think it's too much. Here I want to darken this more a bit, because the framing makes it very interesting. Then this one is to lighten up the screen mode. So everything what is bright now, we make even brighter. This is to make it more pop. This gives more dynamic and more depth to your artwork. So all this light we have here, or these light sections on spots of light rays. Let me make his eyes pop a bit here. Then we have here on his ears. You see these little light spots we already have on his body. That's what I'm gonna enhance. Oops, this is not good, it's too much. So you can be really more precise as I am, but you don't have to be that precise to that it's gonna take you hours, This is really just pimping up. You will see it after how this works. So also here we have a bit of light, and here. And also this leaf here. Really like this light here. You can go double if you feel like. So I think this is it. Well, if you compare now, this was before and this is now. So I like this technique because it's really fast. You don't have to make any selections. Give it a try. So for this composition, I want to even enhance it. I want to give it more depth. So I'm gonna add another filter. For this, we just take one copy of everything what you see on your canvas by pressing Ctrl-Alt-E, Command-Option-E on the Mac. This is gonna merge it on a new layer. So it's absolutely the same what you have under the merge layer, and call it merge. And this I convert in a smart object. Right click, convert in a smart object. Then we go with a filter, a tilt shift filter. I bring that down because I want the subject totally sharp. The subject is the Smurf. So I want him totally sharp. And here the transition, we take about that size, and here 2. Then here you can control how much you want to have it blurred. I think I take that up a bit because I want to have the leaf in the smooth transition. So here you can figure out how much you want to have it. I keep it at 19 for this one. and then hit OK. But now I want to have some region of the new filter invisible. So here you have a mask for this smart filter. You see the difference if I make it visible or not. And for that smart filter, for example, I want this tree branch a bit more sharp. So I keep the 20% of opacity. I make it black to hide the filter. So I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. And also this bird here, I want to have him sharp. And these leaves, I consider them as important, and I want to have them sharp. So we leave it at 20 to have a smooth one, as you work with smooth brushes, 0% opacity. And now we work on the layer, on the mask layer with black. So everything is gonna be hidden what you paint with black. So, and also this, because I like this one a lot, it makes it really interesting. And for example, here at the bottom, these leaves, I really like that one. Of course, you can go further, maybe here, to keep this one. And let's see how this looks if this is short. Now, you can enhance and take your time, and or delete it again and make it white. If you want to delete your mask, click here on the mask, toggle to white, press Alt and delete, and everything is gone. Let's make that undone. I really encourage you to try this out. Let me show you the before and after. So here we have before the tilt shift filter, and here after. It makes the subject more important. And this is before, and this is finally after this edit. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next time.